Some people used to enjoy normal summoning Banisher of the Radiance and setting 4 cards. Well, we've got something kind of similar to this, I think. We are playing Kashtira after the removal of our Ice Heart, which has now been playing as a sort of stun deck here.
There it is.
As we begin our turn with a Banish, with the Dimension Shifter, locking down the graveyards for 2 entire turns here.
Yeah, as you can see on the screen, we have a matchup from quite a bit ago, which is Labrynth against Kashtira. We, pretty much became accustomed to this, but not that popular this week in neither of the shoe decks.
Yeah, I think Labrynth is definitely a strong choice going in, but then again, there's 7 other strong choices. Yeah. What I think is the strangest is that we brought Kashtira with our Ice Heart.
I mean, but I think from Alessandro's side, he tested out with, all the other decks in the format, and in my opinion, he's sitting on this record, and I think he knows what he's doing, especially because, I think it's difficult to play against Kashtira still, no?
Yeah, there's so much important resources in the graveyards of basically every deck in the format here, and even Labrynth, a deck that wouldn't normally lose to it, still wants your big welcome, still wants your furniture to go to the graveyard. And so Shifter is going to be putting in a lot of work here as we overlay the Unicorn, which has been impermanent, stopping the all-important search of Theosis.
Yeah. Right, here comes the Shangri-La.
Yeah, locking down multiple zones. I'm not sure how many of you missed that, but it's been a while. It's 5 Spell and Traps not going to be hit here as Diablosis and combinating with the Arise Heart not going to be in this matchup. I think generally, personally, I quite favor Labrynth in this matchup.
Yeah, the thing is, before this might have been one of the worst matchups, because usually you could go for just the Arise Heart and you wouldn't commit to anything else, and Labrynth would significantly struggle. But without it, I think also the inertia of the match completely switches in favor of Labrynth. So
yeah, but this Dimension Shifter is going to give Alessandro a huge sort of boost here, because that is going to be really important to lock down the grave here. Interesting that we started with the Shifter. I would have personally preferred to maybe use it on the opponent's turn, because there wasn't really anything he was planning on putting in the grave, unless his opponent specifically gammaed or ogred him or something, which I wouldn't really personally be worried about, because then it would last an extra turn.
Yeah.
Prosperity for 6, digging deep for any sort of answer here. Just setting 5 into a big field is always pretty decent for Labrynth. You don't really have to commit too hard or go off,
Oof, and now we know the deck. Yeah. Good old skill drain, and even more than one. So
yeah, lots of options here. You've got the Lady that we can summon from our hand if we want to do something like normal Ariana. But skill drain looks way too juicy in this matchup.
And I think bringing Labrynth to this event has been a good strategy so far, because I've seen other players, relying on Labrynth, and given that most of our duelists are not playing Lightning Storm, for example, in their side decks, having cards such as Skill Drains, Anti-Spell Fragrance, and it's paying off.
What do you think of the decision to pick the ultra rare rather than the common one?
That's the ultimate flex, is to get hit with a common skill drain,
exactly.
To be honest with you.
I would have picked the common one. But here you can see the little niche interaction. Obviously, Prosperity banishes face down, so Shangri-La can at least lock one of those zones.
Yep, so we do have Ariana. That's the best normal summon in the deck. Gives you access to anything and everything in your engine. Issue is that our furniture is not going to be able to be used. The Stovey Torby, the Chandragleer, going to be stuck in the hand at least for this turn until that Shifter wears off.
I was thinking it could have been better to maybe set one card face down. Okay, but he's not going for the Lady, because then you could, dodge the Fenrir potentially. We could see if he wants to go for the Fenrir at all. Yeah, exactly.
I think it will make sense.
Yeah,
no?
for sure. Yeah, might as well.
You do got to be careful here, because there's 3 spell and trap zones only remaining, and if you've opened a heavy spell and trap hand, it's going to be quite annoying, because the Shangri-La does a lot here, although we only have 2, it looks like, so
yeah,
get away with it now.
Now, though, what you mentioned is quite relevant, because the Shifter is over. And, I think he had a few cards like Chandelier, Stovey, and that could actually make a significant difference here.
Skill Drain and standby phase to stop the Shangri-La, getting more bodies out of the graveyard. And Shangri-La is usually quite difficult to deal with because of the protection from the destruction effect by the Tatching, but also when it's protected by something like Fenrir and Unicorn, it's quite annoying to get through, but Skill Drain totally shutting that off. Skill Drain is, typically seen as like, auto-win and Labrynth and stuff like that, but at the same time, Labrynth needs the monsters to do well, right?
Yeah.
You need your Lovely to resolve to pop things.
Exactly.
You still need your Ariana to get you advantage. So, double-sided.
Wondering now how Alessandro will be playing against the skill drain, because it seems as if only has one Arpis Feather Duster in his main deck to deal with it.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you have, for example, an Ash to stop the Labrynth, then your monsters are actually quite big.
Yeah.
So you can just, aggro down your opponent.
Yeah, the only cards that are really bad against Labrynth is Ash Blossom and Duster. That's always what you're going to be kind of terrified of, because it cuts off your engine completely when you're ashed, and of course, Duster's Duster. A Rise Heart, by the way, Rise Heart is banishes from deck for cost, so we can get that Fenrir out of the deck,
But it's
bring it back with Birth.
in defense.
Yeah, I'm not sure why I put it in defense mode personally.
Especially because, like, what's the plan here, no? Like, here it goes. Okay.
I mean, yeah, the thing is, he knows the face down. Because
Yeah,
that's
I
the
mean,
big welcome.
yeah.
Maybe he just doesn't have an out to it. Now he's gonna. Okay, this is a nice way to deal with the skill drain potentially. Yep. Good old Dragosack.
Yeah, that's a
Nice
throwback.
way.
Yeah. 2013. 10 years, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Just waiting for 2 more
It's
Dragon
interesting.
Rulers to come back, and we'll have the greatest Kashtira deck of all time. Just you wait and see. So yeah, only a big welcome left here, and if we lock down one more zone, it's going to be quite
Quite difficult. I would
annoying.
say. Yeah.
Having only 2 spell and trap zones. Shangri-La slowly racking up over multiple turns here.
Oh, but a face down.
I think it's okay, passed.
So big welcome potentially for a piece of furniture that we can use to discard, and the important effect here as well is that the graveyard's effect of a big welcome should be live in the draw phase next turn. So it looks like he wants to summon the lady now, and then in the draw phase probably use the big welcome grave effect on the following turn, because it's 1 effect per turn. And that should remove some advantage that Shangri-La keeps generating here.
Yeah. Let's see if he catches it, as you were saying.
So much satisfaction in resolving Lady when you get to use the multiple effects of, rather the multiple searches, and a normal trap card from your deck. Well, we've seen historically they've played an Eradicator. We get D-Barrier, there's a lot of cool targets that you can get with your Lady. As we go for a welcome here in the I should be the draw phase, yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, and now he gets back the Hook Lock.
Yeah, I mean, the deck changed a lot since we have, the Stovey, the Cook Lock. Before it was just, more heavy trap-based deck. No?
Yeah. Kind of feels like a combo deck to some extent when you're playing Labrynth with all of the furniture pieces. This would be a really important time to chain something to the welcome so that we don't let any value come out here. Yep, looks like that is the plan. So the kind of works like a Paleozoic in a way. You have to directly respond to a trap card in order to get the set from the deck here.
Yeah, but this is still so much, and as you mentioned, if he goes for the big welcome to get rid of the Shangri-La, he's free to do whatever he wants here. Okay, interesting.
Mourner, okay. All right, so that's going to stop the destruction effect of Lovely when a card is returned. So yeah, it looks like we are going to go for that big welcome play, return the Shangri-La, and then Lovely could have been able to destroy as a monster leaves the field, but the Mourner is going to protect here. And I think he's clarifying if he can reset the welcome, just to double check if it's 1 effect per turn. Chandragleer goes back to the hand now when a monster leaves the field.
But even though he cannot use that effect, now he potentially can go into even a Link Summon. Obviously, his zones are now free.
Yeah, potentially might be sealing this one, no? If he has a monster, he finds the way. But still, I think that has been impressive.
Yeah, I think he's done pretty good here to navigate through this Kashtira field just with the You know, Labrynth just does like so much generating of advantage. You always feel like you're on 2 cards or something, and then you can, you know, keep going.
Yep. I mean, a card I really love in the deck is Muckracker as well, because you can use it to, you know, get back the Lovely, and then you can set back some of your trap cards, so you can do some, you know, cheeky combos, we could say, with the deck.
Yeah, I love the contact synchro sort of play with the Chaos Angel.
Yeah.
And the
insane.
and the Stovey Torbine, and bringing back the Lovely with the Muckraker.
Let's see.
Overlay.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
so Birth is like the only card really keeping Alessandro in the game still, so it's important that he tries to eliminate that now.
Dingirsu coming down. I mean, there are still a lot of, you know, rank 8s around with Centurion also being quite popular this weekend, and Labrynth, just like it, can go for Dingirsu. He could go into a Zeus if he's playing it. Yes, yep. Wow.
So yeah, Zeus is ranked up here on top of the Dingirsu. We're just gonna have a small pause for a moment here, as we're just gonna clarify some things on the back end here with the judges, sorry.
Yeah, I think we can quickly go.
Well, yeah, play seems like it could be about to resume. Essentially what happened is, although there was a lot of plays going on, those did not happen during the end phase. They happened during the draw phase with the coup clock. And when you activate Welcome Labrynth, you basically are Fiend locked until the end phase. And that means that obviously you couldn't go then into the whole line of Dingirsu plus Zeus. In the meantime, though, yeah,
but
this is exactly. Luckily for us, we can now finally go back to our match. It seems as the match can resume to where we left it from, and play, as we mentioned, was that the Fiend were there. So, if any of you guys remembered, the match unfortunately will be picked up.
Game 2 going to be underway here. Avilo's going to have to try and scrape this one back on the reverse sweep. Yeah, decklist errors do happen, so if you're watching this, make sure that you double check your decklist before you submit it for an event. Make sure you have all of those cards actually in your deck, etc. Because yeah, we've had a lot of examples in the past occur. Blackluster Soldier, Ritual Monster is not the one you want in your main deck. You want Envoy of the Beginning and End. What is it called? Envoy of the End or Begin? No.
Yeah,
Envoy of the End.
I've never looked at the last part. I might have been one of those people.
Envoy of the Beginning.
Beginning.
Yeah.
My God, who am I working with?
No, there's a beginning one, isn't there?
It is BLS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Envoy of the End.
No.
Envoy of the Beginning?
That's Kausa Emperor.
Okay, right.
Yeah. Wow.
Envoy of the Beginning.
Yeah. Oh my
Grr.
God. Oh my God.
Grr.
Oh my God. But okay, let's focus on 2023, please. And here we are with a very solid opening.
Okay, here we can probably
Ivailo.
figure out, see if he sided the Eradicator, because this is probably a good opportunity to do that. Okay, going for
what's the
Dimensional
barrier?
Barrier. I actually don't really like Dimensional Barrier that much into Kashtira.
I agree.
Yeah.
Especially now that there is no Ariser, you know, to be afraid of. But
Yeah.
this is still quite solid, and we can see a snipe.
Yeah, hitting a random card at the hands here with the Lovely. And that will, you know, put you +1, give you a little bit of an idea if we've maybe hit an engine card or some kind of side. Because there is Lightning Storms going second.
Let me
in
bless
Alessandro's
it.
deck.
Let me bless it. Let me bless it. There it is.
Well, okay, you've really done him a favor there.
Okay. Just 2012 coming back here with one Die Panther, but let's see.
Nightmare. Kashtira Unicorn. Mixing up archetypes here.
Absolutely.
It's Prosperity for 6, and update, by the way, because of the Dingirsu era, Vilo now has to play with 14 cards in his extra deck. So if you do the math on this, the Extravagance after this will leave you 2 in deck, meaning the second Extravagance will not be live. Because 15 is what you need for 2.
Yeah.
If that ever comes up. Oh, wow.
I see a skill drain.
Yep.
I take a skill drain.
I'm a simple man. I see a skill drain. I take a skill drain.
What was that? I keep things humble. What was that before?
Yeah, humble combo.
This is a humble combo.
This is a humble combo. Oh, but there is a Gozen. I didn't see the Gozen. Okay, that one is good, but yeah, the skill drain. I said it. I see a skill drain. I take a skill drain.
All right, yeah, that's a skill drain. So
Yep.
the Gozen match is really good in this matchup as well because all of the Kashtiras are different attributes, but you can sometimes maybe get that outed by just a Fenrir.
Yeah. And now we can snipe yet another card if we want to use that big welcome right away. Makes sense to me, but maybe not.
Yeah, big welcome chain lady, bring back the Ku Clock. Would have been pretty strong, I think, in the standby phase here. Just get more resources out of the hand because Fenrir is going to be a bit of an annoying card to deal with. You might feel actually forced to use your skill drain, which means you won't be able to get the value out of destroying a card with the Lovely.
Yeah, the thing is that here you would miss on the lady activation if you were to use it, but I don't know. Let's see.
Oh,
that's the cosmic.
I don't like doing that blind.
No, you know.
Oh yeah, because those were set directly from the deck, sure.
So it is the skill drain.
I would probably wait for, you know, the life point cost at least, potentially. But I'm going to snipe that skill drain out, and Big Welcome is going to bring back and try and attempt to trigger the Lovely here.
Yeah. Okay, gonna resolve.
Yeah.
Nothing in response. You're going into the deck, not choosing to bring back Ku Clock. But I think the most important thing here was stopping the lady setting from the deck, which is why we needed to chain it now.
Yeah. Would you just go and pop the Fenrir here then, now that skill drain is gone?
Because otherwise you risk it, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I will get rid of it, honestly.
Yeah, because on the new chain, the Fenrir stopping, banishing your Lovely face down
But yes,
is really, really rough, so...
I think he forgot about the Ku though. Yeah, I don't think he activated it.
About the what?
Ku Clock, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Because even here he had another chance and he didn't use it. Yeah.
I think because the Cosmic was chained, he didn't need Ku Clock anymore, so he wouldn't be able to use the trap he sets off of the lady.
I'd still rather have it in my hand than in my grave, I guess, but yeah. Or maybe, yeah, unless he wants to.
Okay,
Okay.
chain droplet.
What are we getting rid of though? The Fenrir.
Maybe he has
Really?
He hasn't used the Fenrir yet, has he?
No.
no.
Wow.
So
Maybe he has just another copy, I
a
guess.
second one or a birth would be pretty strong here.
Yeah.
Negating and halving the attack of one of these, but I mean, do you want to stop Ariana Surge? Do you just want to stop the destroy?
No, you stop the destroy for sure, I guess.
This doesn't feel like great value droplet, I'm going to be honest.
No.
2 cards left in hand now. All
Gotta
right,
be-
Alessandro, you've got a lot to work with here.
And you know you have that barrier face down, which as you mentioned, that could have been any card, pretty much. Even the Daruma was thinking could have been really strong in this matchup.
Yeah, because like I think here the barrier doesn't do much, no?
It's okay, but like, yeah, I think there are much better cards.
What are his targets? Let's see. It looks like just Dimensional Barrier or Imperm, plus the side decked
Wow.
Eradicator.
I think Daruma is amazing.
Yeah.
At least play one, yeah.
I think just having the option to, you know, go for any single normal trap card in the game. You can tech like so many different things, even in your side deck. And Daruma, I think, is just really strong. Even into something like Pearly, can remove the Noir, which is typically quite hard to deal with, as an example.
He had another copy of Fenrir, yeah.
Okay, second Fenrir, special summon out Lady from the hand, because we've activated a Labrynth card this turn. So yeah, the activation of the effect triggers the Fenrir on the new chain to banish the Lovely face down. Why did we summon the Lady into a Fenrir?
Okay. No, this gives him a lot of options potentially, because if you go for the Stovia now, that Ku Clock would have been amazing. If you then go Barrier and Chain the Lady, you can basically, again, use any trap card from your deck. But yeah, I definitely think he forgot about the Ku Clock in the previous chain, yeah.
I'm just curious if we needed to do that, though, because I feel like Lovely is such an important resource.
I agree.
Yeah.
So sacrificing that to Fenrir I don't know, feels bad. Lovely isn't just a pop any card in your hand. It is more than just a wind-up hunter. She is able to recycle resources and traps in your graveyard. Keep using those big welcomes turn after turn. And that is how you keep that engine flowing. So he does add back the Kuklok here. All right.
And as expected, now he will use the barrier. Probably no response from Alessandro, and then, yeah, he will get to set any card with the lady. But see where he goes, because if, again, what you mentioned is that he doesn't play, just impermanence. Wow, this is a little...
Yeah, I mean, having something else, you know, just if needed, would have been helpful, honestly. Yeah.
When you saw his hands was 2 spells at least. You know, we'll see what the last one is at this point. I think Eradicator could have been a pretty decent target against this. Imperm on attack declaration, it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's a burf, right? Imagine if we played the Eradicator instead of the Dimensional Barrier.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And just chose not to side it. Okay, so burf bring back Unicorn. Unicorn can add Theosis. Theosis can go into something, and then from there... well, there isn't really too much you can do because of the D-Barrier locking you out of Xyz, I suppose. Because something like a Zeus would be really powerful here. But yeah, this is kind of like how Kashtira can play now. You don't have that big a Rise Heart to commit to, so just summoning these 2 on the field, controlling your opponent's extra deck is really strong. But obviously in this matchup, a little bit unfortunate. You don't really get much value by hitting multiple copies of cards out of your opponent's extra. But a little bit of Fenrir control is how we're trying to play this now. So hitting cards out the extra, I mean...
One less.
one less card for extra or something, I suppose. Yeah. Chaos Angel is an important card to hit here. I assume we're playing 3 Chaos Angel in our deck list? Oh, only 1, okay. Oh yeah, because he doesn't play Extravagance. You mentioned it a few times. Do you not like Extravagance in this deck?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's it will be a good addition, honestly. I mean, having a lot of solutions and you know, digging for good cards in your deck is always a good one. But I mean, yeah, having of course the third Prosperity not being activated because you know of the now restriction that he has in his extra deck might be impactful, but still.
Yeah, I kind of like the you know, sort of 3-in-1, maybe 3-in-2 ratio, just because statistically you want to give your chance of opening one, so 4 to 5 copies gives you a guaranteed pot mathematically. But yeah, Vilo's looking like he's in a really good spot here. We're setting up that welcome. We've got the Kuklok and the big welcome in rotation as well. Setting more cards out of the deck here, and well, there's not too much left. There is a decent amount actually left on the clock here, so I suppose Alessandro's kind of free to try and grind this out maybe. But we'll see if this goes into the game 3 or extra time procedures. We've got 2 ladies on the field here, mounting a huge offensive right now. And the good thing is that all of the Labrynth monsters are a decent amount bigger than the Kashtira main deck monsters, so you're never really worried about like having to constantly access your extra deck to deal with problem monsters. Like I personally am of the opinion that Labrynth was a good matchup into Kashtira before with Rise Heart, and now it's just like very strong.
Yeah, it changed completely, honestly,
I think we hit an SP there with the Unicorn, but still going to take a lot of damage here. So the only thing left to really deal with for Vilo is this Kashtira Birth, bringing back a resource every turn. So if we can out that, then...
Yeah, he knows that the last card in hand for his opponent is the second copy of Birth, so it's not like he can actively destroy it now, but... And this is exactly what's going to happen, apparently. We resolve the Birth on the Fenrir, but now the Fenrir cannot target any of the lady because there is a face-down card. So.
The bonus effect of Lady's Protection is really difficult for a lot of decks to deal with. When you just have a set monster, a 3000 attack Blue Eyes White Dragon that can't be targeted or destroyed, is it's hard.
Especially because like it keeps continuing setting, you know, other trap cards, no? So it's getting very difficult for Alessandro.
I think sometimes it's important to consider time, especially when you're in a situation where you're you feel like you're losing, but sometimes your opponent's deck takes a while to win, despite the fact that they seem to be clearly in a winning position. And it's important that players sometimes try and recognize to scoop early enough so that they give themselves time to go to siding, go to game 3, and then have a battle phase. So we'll see if that's going to be relevant now, but big welcome. Bouncing the Fenrir to the hand here. Yeah, so that was in the end phase. Yeah, getting value now.
This seems like it's just, yeah, you can just attack with both ladies, and this would be enough, and this is what it does. So we might go into game 3 real soon, and that seems to be the case.
Checks the life points, picks up the cards, and Alessandro to settle this one. It is match point, game number 3, as we have Labrynth versus Kashtira. Yep, Kashtira, you've heard that if you're just tuning in. Kashtira post Forbidden Limitless. Let's see if Alessandro has chose to go first or second. I think he's going first here. Yep, didn't decide to go second with those powerful spell and trap removals in his deck here. Pot of Prosperity for 6, most likely trying and dig for something that deals with Labrynth in his deck here. Ash Blossom, potentially the most important card in the deck.
Yeah, Ash Blossom, Ghost Bell. I mean, he has quite a few.
Oh yeah, he does have Bell too.
Yeah,
Bell also stops.
With the shifter.
That's not bad. So I think Ghost Bell is the only one that needs to go to the grave for cost. Ash Blossom can be used under under shifter. And here, what's that third card? That's a Fenrir, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
All right, we've got Burf instead. Have you ever seen someone use Prosperity and care about the cards that they put to the bottom?
Sometimes it does happen, but yeah, it's
no slash draw users trying to know exactly what's on the bottom.
Not enough, unfortunately. But yeah, here we start pretty solid, but once again,
yeah, Fenrir Burf is really good.
What's the plan? That's what I want to know.
Personally, I don't think you commit into any XC monsters at all, except if you're trying to go for maybe something like a Zeus or clean up with
what if
Dragon of Annihilation.
Hear me out. But we're going into the craziness.
Okay, we have a theory
What
here.
about a Dragosack play? Like, straight up Dragosack tokens. How do they deal with that?
Yeah, in Labrynth?
Wow,
I know, right? Like, can't be destroyed. Got to deal with both tokens.
Come on. We're into something, maybe.
Yeah, you're onto something for sure. I think you've been playing too much Dragon Rulers.
Could be. I wish. But yeah, makes sense that he's playing, you know, the long game. He just gets another Burf. And now,
why do you think he's not playing Theosis? Is he playing Theosis? Or is he just never gone for it? He okay, he is playing Theosis. He just hasn't gone forever. So he went for a second Burf there, I think, to make sure that he gets guaranteed follow-up.
Makes sense, yeah.
He wants to show why he doesn't need it.
And here we go for the Dragosack. 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 No.
Close enough.
Because Dragosack plays against around the Ghost and Match and Skill Drain, you know? Both. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking.
Okay, you're right. I'm worried because you're half convincing me.
Okay. But I'm actually kind of serious, yeah.
All right, so standby phase. We're going to bring out Unicorn out of the deck here with a Shangri-La. Do we play anything like Talents or Thrust on the Labrynth side? I don't think so.
Probably not.
No? Okay.
Yeah. Here we see another Prosperity.
This card is so good.
Yeah. Love it.
Duality without the restriction.
Love it.
Especially post-siding, I think it gets even more powerful.
I think post-siding it might be the best card ever.
Yeah.
What is it that you're looking for here? For a skill drain once again?
Does he play evenly matched at all?
No. And maybe a normal summon if he doesn't have one.
There it goes.
But yeah, skill drain goes in match. Huge going second into this match. There it is. We've got both options here. Insta-pick of the Gozen.
And you know what have been good? Good old Dragosack. Straight up.
Not wrong.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Prosperity also triggering here from the Shangri-La, locking down the zones. I wonder if that's going to matter. I see a lot of purple in his hand here. Or is it pink? Is it purple or pink? What do you call it?
I call it purple.
You call it purple? Oh, you call it purple?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Most people I know say pink.
Yeah?
I call it purple too.
Okay.
Is purple or pink?
I don't know. I guess I'll go with purple, guy. If you guys say purple, then I'll take purple.
Okay, what color are spells?
Oof.
What color spells?
I've always said no. I don't think I want to get into this conversation.
Is it blue or green?
But okay, for now we go back into the game.
All right, let's put politics aside and see what we can.
We've got a cool clock, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have an aggressive turn here. Whenever a Labrynth player searches Coup Clock, you know that it's going to be something to try and pick apart with the field here, rather than just going for set 5.
And it seems like, it will just be going for both. This is risky, though, because as you were saying, he could lock, tumor zones.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be 2 that he can only use here. I don't think there's any way to get a 4th. But over the progression of this turn, or rather this duel, you might see that being a bit of an issue. And I think you want to go for that those zone locks as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Doesn't even go for a pendulum zone.
Maybe he might need it.
He might need it.
And now we should see, let's see.
2 set cards?
Just 2 set cards, is that it?
Unfortunate, because we aren't going to get the value out of the lady, which is why Kashtira is actually seemingly being very important in this matchup here.
But goes in.
Yeah, goes in for fire in the standby phase, maybe. God, what do you even pick here? I think you have to keep the Fenrir.
Yeah.
Well, the shifter is over, so everything is sent to the graveyard, and the zones are unlocked. All of that for nothing. And
Lady is going to be able to get some value if we have a chainable trap here, so that is also going to be huge. And it won't be banished face down because of the protection effect, but Fenrir is most likely going to go for the Gozen regardless.
Yeah.
I think you have to just get rid of Gozen match.
We searched for Cool Clock, so I'm assuming we do have something here, because that makes no sense otherwise.
Yeah, tutoring a Eradicator, or is Full Force good against Kashtira, do you think?
Nah.
No, not really.
Not really.
Ice Dragon's okay, but he already has access to Birth, so...
Just gets another one. So at the moment he has pretty much the same end as his field, because 2 of those are exactly a Fenrir and a Birth in end.
Yeah, Fenrir control I think is definitely the way you want to win this. The issue is we need to try do some damage.
Yeah.
And the only way I see him outing this Gozen match is by attacking into the lady and suffering 300 points of damage, 500, sorry. Getting rid of the Gozen match, and then you have to wait another turn before you can do more damage. And the clock is ticking. We're not quite in dangerous territory yet.
The clock is ticking.
Yes, it is. Rank 7 plays. You got. Does he play Red Eyes Flare Meadow for time at all?
He plays Dragosack.
Okay.
That's too late. Too late.
Let me check.
Yeah, he does have Flare Meadow.
Okay, Scarecrow Kashtira.
That is an Earth monster. Ah, okay. So like, if you really, really want to push for damage, you can go Scarecrow Kashtira, attack the lady, and then it becomes negated. Then you can Fenrir, attack it, banish it, then go for 24 twice if you really want to push damage. But I think it's more important to get rid of Gozen for now.
Yeah.
We'll see, though. We'll see. We'll see.
But what's that face down, though?
Yeah, it's not being used yet. No interaction whatsoever.
Okay, here is the cool clock, but now we can use the Fenrir.
I don't like using this now, prompting the ability to remove Gozen before main phase, before the battle phase.
Yeah, it's very risky.
Yeah, because now this might open up an opportunity for Alessandro to actually deal damage this turn.
I think he has a Chandra in a...
Yeah, I think that's what he was going for, setting up furniture. Discard Welcome, not bad. That's going to be able to set itself up potentially again.
I mean, here you most likely get big Welcome, then you get back the cool clock.
Is there a world in which he's holding on to another Gozen match being set?
No way.
No
Oh,
way.
wow.
So he's got Big Welcome and Regular Welcome?
No, it's actually got both.
Was that double welcome? Big Welcome? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is where Labrynth can begin.
Sorry, but why would... Okay.
You a little confused?
No, yeah, I want to check something about the cool clock, because Okay, no, I thought he meant like the next trap card. Because like he flipped the big welcome that was set from the previous turn, you know. But I think he's just going to use the cool clock to flip a later on set trap card.
Yeah, that's an Eradicator, so
yeah,
that's most likely what he's trying to plan here.
And now he's going to pop one.
We have like so much to chain here. We can like reset welcome, add back Chanticleer, pop a card.
Yeah.
Huge chain coming up here when a card leaves the field. He doesn't play the field spell, I've just noticed as well.
Just
That's
imagine again the Daruma. Like, Daruma seems so strong.
Yeah.
Just a one-off. Like, you don't even need to play multiples. So many different matchups. Like, but yeah.
Getting rid of the scare cache is pretty good because just in case you want to potentially negate something in the battle phase that's relevant. Yeah, I guess it's the biggest one. And most important of all, as soon as we clear these Fenrirs and Eradicator resolves, we're going to be in a good spot, so...
Okay, now he waits for the birth and then chains the Eradicator. Let's take a look at this end. He's going to lose at least another
Double
one.
birth.
Yeah.
Rise Heart and third Fenrir.
Yeah, Rise Heart is pretty good, actually. But
ooh, that's a position to be in from Evilo here. I don't like how empty his field is, personally. He's... Okay, we're just clarifying.
Yeah, they're clarifying exactly what I mentioned with the cool clock
so,
and the big lap. As expected, everything good. Nothing changed. They just clarified which of the big welcome was set from the previous turn, and the play was fine. So, as mentioned, no, the position is still a little shaky from Evilo.
Yeah, 8 minutes left, and well, we're about to take 24 and 24, aren't we? So
yep. So
this is yeah, that's a huge gap, like a really big gap to have right now, especially when there's now less than 8 minutes left remaining.
Yeah, and even as the Rise, you know, you can go for the Riser here.
Ooh, okay. We might be setting up Zeus, I suppose, for more damage. Well, not more damage, but a little bit of damage as well as... Oh,
the Dark Armed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dark Arm Dragon of Annihilation, I believe, can't attack the turn it uses the effect, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we in main phase 1?
We are.
Okay.
I think, at least, unless he entered battle phase and then that happened, but... Yeah, he definitely did not declare an attack with the previous monsters, so...
Okay, so no attack has been declared, according to our judges. So we are still in main phase 1. Don't we just go battle and attack with the Fenrirs first? Because if you want to use Dark Arm Dragon of Annihilation to, you know, use the effect to destroy, I mean, you could do that in main phase 2 and deal damage. Or you're trying to set up for the summoning activation requirements of Zeus, which is...
I think what he might be doing, but I think he already normal is use this to banish the birth, and then he goes banish Theosis, get the birth, activate the birth, but he has already used the effect to revive. And I'm almost positive he even normal summoned this turn. So
yeah, from the non-tribute effect.
I think he summoned the other Fenrir already, so this made it a little shaky. But it's also possible that what I was thinking is he entered battle phase, and maybe at the beginning of the battle phase what we saw happened, but then I still agree with you that you would just continue attacking with the Fenrir, so I don't know. Let's see.
Okay, well, we're gonna get our Theosis trigger here to add back the birth. I think you probably activate it anyway, just if your opponent activates any spell, you can remove a lot of resources from the graveyard.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, you know, it might be a little bit scary to put your birth out there so exposed since it's your only follow-up.
And it just passed. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Passes here, summons Lady from the hand, and draw for turn. We are in a decent spot here with a Vilo. I really think that...
I like it a lot now.
Yeah. I wasn't happy before, but I think Alessandro's kind of...
Why?
Taking a strange path there.
So now we set a card. just to make sure that the lady is, you know, untouchable. But he knows his opponent hand. It's not like he has to play around, you know.
Yeah, Eradicator has resolved. We know exactly what's already there. We're reactivating the coup clock here. And, oh, looks like we got a Chandragleer. Almost summoning it. Okay.
Yeah, and this is so much.
We're very far ahead here. Oh, who are we summoning? We're not summoning Lovely from the grave?
Exactly. I was thinking the same.
Oh, we're setting first, of course. Yeah. Triggering the lady. Then we go Big Welcome, summon the Lovely. Lovely bounce the Chandragleer. And that's going to trigger 1, 2, 3.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just resets Welcome, okay.
And we pop the
misses the birth, unfortunately. What's Annihilation's attack? 28? Okay.
28, yeah.
It's big enough.
Yeah, and with 5 minutes remaining, he is now ahead, even if just by 200.
Damage being dealt is the most important thing here, so as we close out this last 5 minutes remaining, Big Welcome the Grave live, the reset of the lady, also giving new value, and we can also use Lovely now if we want to. Oh, we're gonna go for Eradicator again?
Makes sense.
Okay. Does it?
He has the birth, you know, so you can get rid of the birth.
The one that was added back here, because that one wasn't drawn.
Yeah,
correct.
and now he reveals the card. It's an Ash. None.
Oh.
Yeah, doesn't help. I think he has only got those 2. Does he have anything else in hand?
No, it's only up to Ash.
So you just flip the Eradicator in this game. Yeah.
Eradicator, Epidemic Virus, tribute a Dark Monster with 25 or more attack, declare spell or trap, and spells it is. So now for the next 3 draw phases, we are removing every spell there. Okay, Welcome gets Ash there from the top deck, but really just nothing left here remaining. Oh yeah, of course you can't Ash because the Lovely protects you from your Welcomes being responded to. So yeah, Ash Blossom not even doing anything here. Just summoning a big lady instead of Ariana to force out the Ash, I suppose, personally. That's, I think, what I would have done. But I guess you don't want to risk the Ariana being attacked over at all. What's the last card in hand?
The Ash.
Yeah, that's the top die. Okay, right. So maybe you just get Ariana, get follow-up.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a matter of formality at this point. It seems like this is pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you could even go for the other way, but it's fine.
Okay, this matchup turned out to be a lot harder than Alessandro expected, given a lifeline just with a game loss. And
yeah, we gotta give credit to his opponent. He's basically 3-0'd him, and he's really done a good job about managing this one out. And yeah, it seems like it's just a couple of minutes away from advancing with a 6-0 score. Impressive.
Yeah. I think it's like such a good matchup here. And there's the fist bump. Alessandro scoops it up. Ivilo advancing.